student. Today I am going to discuss the two units related to the French Revolution, that is the abolition of the slavery and the revolution in everyday life. So the great social reformer made by the Jacobin government was to abolish slavery in the France colonies. The French colonies in the Caribbean like Martinique and Guadeloupe and Saint Domingo were important suppliers of the tobacco, indigo, sugar, coffee, etc. So the French needed workers for the plantation in these areas, but the European did not want to work in the far-flung areas. So in such a way, they don't want to work into the unknown lands that is far away from them. So thus started a three-way trade, a slavery between the Europe, Africa and America. In the 17th century, this was known as the triangular slave trade. French merchants sailed and they were doing the different types of trade to the different regions of Africa, America and the Europe. It was also criticized in the France. The National Convention, after long debate, passed a law in 1794 which declared slavery illegal and freed all the slaves, those who were working in the French colonies. After 10 years, when the Napoleon returned back, he reintroduced the slave system and to please the plantation owners who considers enslaving African black as their right. The slaves were known as African Negroes. Finally, slavery was abolished in the France and as well as in the France colonies in 1848. Now the revolution and the everyday life. The year followed 1789 in France saw many such changes in the lives of women, men and the children. The revolutionary government took it upon themselves to pass law that would translate the ideas of liberty, equality into everyday practice. So one important law that come to be in effect after the storming of the Bastille in the summer of the 1789 was the abolition of the censorship. All writers, cultural activities, newspaper, books, plays in the old region could be performed or published only after they had been approved by the censors of the king. Otherwise, they were not allowed to publish any writings, or they can't speak in anything without the permission of the king. So declaration of the right of the man and the citizen that I also made you in the previous video to know that with the abolition of censorship in 1789 and the declaration of right of man that was given and citizens' freedom of speech and expression become a natural right. This led to the growth of a newspaper, pamphlets, books, printed pictures. These all flooded the town of the France, from where they disseminate soon into the countryside, even discussed and described everywhere the changes taking place in the France. So freedom of the press enabled voicing of the opinions and counter opinion, every side sought to convince to other of its position. Through the medium of print, art flourished in the form of play, song and festive procession, and it attracts a large number of people. This was one way they could grasp and identify with ideas such as liberty or a justice. The idea of liberty and democratic rights were the most important legacy that was legacy of the French Revolution. Now we are coming to the last topic, that is a conclusion of the French Revolution that has been given in the book also. In 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte, a famous French general, crowned himself Emperor of France. He conquered neighboring European countries, disposed dynasties, even attacked Russia. He was himself a modernizer of Europe. He introduced many laws such as protection of private property and a uniform system of weight and the measures provided by the decimal system. Many of this is measures that carried the revolutionary idea of liberty and modern law to other parts of the Europe, had an important impact on people long after Napoleon had left. Although he was initially perceived a liberator, but later his armies were seen as an invading force. He was finally defeated at Waterloo in 1815. The ideas of liberty and the democratic rights were the most important legacy of the France Revolution, which spread all over the Europe, leading an abolition of the feudal system and the freedom of colonized nations. Now I want to show the one timeline that is related to the French Revolution, as well as I want to show you one picture also of the Europe, as well as where the France is. Now coming to make you know, please see this picture very carefully. One more picture I want to show you, that is related to the France, and this is a picture of Europe, and here you can see the France. Here you can see a France. Now thank you.